Oh, those silly Martians. They definitely got the drop on humanity. How hilarious. Well, welcome back everybody to the channel. I am Country Boy, and this is Whatcha Figure. Today, we're taking a look at The Martian from Mars Attacks by Super 7 Ultimates. Yes, this is Whatcha Figure. Welcome back to the channel, and we are looking at the alien, or the Martian, I should say, because he's from Mars Attacks, from Super 7 Ultimates. I was excited to see this, because I do like the IP. I like the idea of the dark comedy, and like the gruesomeness that they did with the Topps cards back in the day, like over 50 some odd years ago. I thought that was really awesome, like really gruesome. And then the Topps has done other things since then. I know they did the Garbage Pail Kids, which was also gruesome and gory. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody picks up the license for those as well too in the future. I can see it coming. I think there's also maybe some reaction figures of those as well too, so I could see Super 7 doing something with that. But we're here to talk about Mars Attacks, and not just the movie. Like, the movie was cool. It came out back in the late 90s with Tim Burton. That was a fun movie. It was definitely a dark comedy. Jack Nicholson played like 30 different characters. I think most of them died. And there was a lot of people that died. Like Michael J. Fox died. Jack Black died. So many people died in that movie. I thought it was going to be a little less gruesome than it was back in the day. I was a kid, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was dumb, it was dark comedy, and it was kind of creepy at the same time. But we're not here for that. We're here for this, and we're going to take a look at the packaging first. And so, yeah, this is the packaging for Mars Attacks. Number 1, the invasion begins, it says at the bottom there. So I'm wondering if there's going to be any more in this line other than the other, like, alien that's, like, destroyed. But you can see it's basically the standard packaging you get from every Super 7 Ultimates. It says Ultimates right there. It's got that, like, that limey, kind of yellowy color that the old cards did. So it's got, like, images from the card, it looks like, as well, too. And on the side as well, there's some more right there. And there's a bit of a write-up right there. The Martian leaders voted and decided that Mars would have to attack the Earth. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and read that if you want to. It's pretty cool. I like the images right there. It says Topps right there, Super 7, collect them all. And then there's also more images on the side. I already showed you the top. Here's the bottom. Go ahead and read that if you want to. That's it for the packaging. Nothing left to do but to get into the packaging. So looking at him out of the packaging, I think he looks really cool. He's got a really cool aesthetic to him. I did always like the way that they look kind of in the movie, and as well as the Topps cards as well too. He has a really cool look to him. But let's look at some of his accessories while we're here. Starting with these hands. So he's got these pretty basic gloved hands. You got the green, like the dark green, the kind of aqua color, as well as like the lighter lime green as well going on. He's got like kind of like these frills, little I don't know, the little wrinkles, I guess you could say, in the fingers. Decent looking, it's standard Super 7, I should say. Standard Super 7 for you. It looks okay. Looks decent. It definitely matches the motif of this guy. And then he's got these hands here as well too. He's got these ones that are more of a holding hand. So he's gonna put something in his hand. Like maybe he's got a flag that he wants to plant on the planet, or he wants to throttle somebody by the neck. Maybe that's the idea here. So he's got these 2 holding hands, and then he's got these other 2 holding hands as well too. But these are also trigger hands. So he's got the one trigger finger that kind of sticks out as well too. That's what these ones are. So same level of detail on all of these fingers. But just, different ways of holding your stuff with your guys. Or whatever, whatever I'm saying. That makes no sense. Anyways, this is a pointer finger. So he's got one extra finger on this side, a left hand. And it's a pointer finger, or it's, hey, come over here and pull my finger if you want to make him fart and fog up his glass on his screen there. And then you got these ray guns as well too. So there's this one here. There's a smaller ray gun with like a little bit of light blue, retro futuristic. That makes sense, right? That means it's from the past, but they're like thinking of what the future's gonna look like. That makes sense, right? I think that makes sense. So yeah, that's what these are. These are cool ray guns. I wonder if these guns are actually from the actual the cards themselves, or if maybe they just made this up. Like maybe Super 7 just decided this is what their guns would kind of look like, wouldn't it? So and they look good. They look. I like that they are a different color than the actual alien himself, but it does still match. Like it's got the blues and the silvers that you do see on his apparatus right there. So it's good. I like the way that this looks. Fantastic looking guns. And then let's look at the guy himself. This is the Martian, the alien, what have you. He's got the cool dome. We got the clear dome on top, which is easily to remove, and this just popped off right here. I don't know if you just saw that. So I'm hoping that that's able to go back on there. It kind of goes in there. It's a Okay, that's a little bit loose. That's something I kind of wish was a little more sturdier. I wish that was in there a little bit better. Well, I'm gonna have to just glue that just to make sure it stays on there better. Anywho, the dome comes off nice and easy. It does barely just fit around his head, but that's what he does. It's pretty simple, kind of like, I guess, King and Kodos from the Simpsons line that they did, as well as Homer Simpson kind of had his helmet as well, kind of pop off like that. Very simple. And then you can see all the detail this guy has, and he does have really good detail. I like the teeth you can see right there, and they do not open it. There's no articulated jaw or anything like that. Now, hold on here. 1 second. Let's rewind that. I actually did see, after moving the head a little bit here, that his mouth does articulate. Look at that. That is an articulated jaw. Beautiful. What a cute little guy right there with that articulated jaw now. That changes everything. I love this guy. Front and back now. Maybe not front and back, but that definitely adds some points to him. I do appreciate that his mouth does open.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
But he's got the frills on the side there. He's got the Bluetooth ear thing going on. He's got those crazy red eyes right there. And I love the brain. Like, you can see all the line work in the brain looking really awesome. I love the way this guy looks. These guys are so creepy looking. Very skull and alien and brainy. Like, they're just a cool mixture of creepy things. And then you've also got the look of his suit. It's a cool space suit. I like the green and the different hints of green around the frills going around. The light lime green as well too. And then you got like the blues and the silvers. I do like these hoses, but I wish this one didn't pop off. And then it attaches to this, I guess it's his breathing apparatus on his back, nice and red. So it definitely goes with, it goes kind of against all the different colors, but it works with it really well. It definitely brings about the look of the actual card from the back in the day. And yeah, you can see his legs a little bit loose. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. I know that Super 7 has had that in the past with the loose legs and loose arms. That's something I thought they'd fix, but I guess they haven't fully fixed that because this guy kind of has it as well too. But he's also got like this hose or this tube sticking out of here, so it kind of pops up here, and you can put this attaches to one of your guns. So that'd be kind of cool. It's like attached to his holster and attached to the gun. Got the boots, and you got like the line work on the legs. Really cool. Let's look at some articulation while we're here as well too. So his head swivels back and forth all around. Not quite all around. It's really tight, and then it doesn't really move that much forward and back as well too. It's very hindered. If it does, I don't want to break. I'm worried because it's a little bit stiff. If it does move, I'm not going to show you on screen because maybe I should have warmed this guy up first. He's very limited from what I can see right now. And then the arms were also stiff, but I put them a little bit, and then so they go about almost 90 degrees, and then they do also swing all the way around as well too. There is no bicep cut or anything like that, so there is only a elbow joint, one single joint there, so you can see that he's got the one joint, no joint there as well too, but he does have the arm, so the wrist articulation is decent. It's forward and back like that. Not too bad. There's no waist cut or any ab crunch or anything like that, so it's very stiff. Not going to have too much movement on this guy. He's not a gymnast, I guess. And then the legs, they go up about that far and back about that far. And again, that hose. Oh, I'm going to have to glue that. That bugs me a bit. And then they go out about that far. It's pretty good. That's pretty good splits right there, I'd say. And then the legs, the knees, they go that far, so they've got a single jointed knees, and there is no thigh cut, but there is a boot cut, so you get that movement as well. Good movement there. And then you got the ballerina pose for the toe, move it back up, there you go. And then you got any kind of rocker. There is a bit of rocker, there's some rocker there as well too, so you can do some decent posing as well too. And then that's gonna do it for the articulation. Let's do some maybe some comparing with some other figures that kind of have similar to this line, so stay tuned for that. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this episode, and if you are, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave some comments down below. I am CountryBoy9 with an underscore in there somewheres, also known as CountryBoyNiner, on a bunch of different places, including here. Also TikTok, and Twitter, and Twitch, and the Instagrams. Go ahead and check me out on all those different places. Also on another channel with my friends called Wasted Opinions. We have a blast, we talk movies, we talk video games, we talk comic books, we talk TV shows, what have you, and the like. Go ahead and check us out. We would definitely appreciate it. But for now, let's get back to Mars Attacks. So before I do some comparisons, I thought I would do maybe a bit of a measurement and show you how tall this guy is. He's at about the 7-inch mark with that dome on his head anyways. He's about 7 inches. Without the dome, he's probably about 6 3/4, 6.5-ish. That's the kind of measurement you're gonna get. And this is honestly a cool looking figure. I do love the way this guy looks. He's got really good colors. He's got really good details. It's just, the articulation still a bit loose when it comes to Super 7 stuff. And, I do wish that hose didn't kind of bust off there. It went back on pretty easily. It wasn't a big deal, but still, you pay for these figures. You kind of want everything to work right out of the box. But let's do some comparisons with some other figures that kind of have similar to this in different avenues. Starting with this guy right here. He's the bone brawler. He's the skeleton dude. I figured you kind of compare skeleton-wise how these guys look together. And yeah, obviously they're much different. This guy is completely bones. This guy just has like a skeleton face. That's pretty much the only comparison I want to do with these guys. But I think he looks really cool. I think they both look really cool. Another comparison that I thought I would do is another Super 7 figure. I got Homer. Deep Space Homer right here. So he's got his helmet on. That's the reason why I put him on here, because he's also from outer space and he has a helmet, and that's it's different ways that Super 7 kind of did this same idea. And they're both kind of cartoony, but this guy's a lot more gruesome and realistic, kind of cartoonish. This guy's Simpsons cartoon. So they worked for their own different motifs. And the last guy I thought I'd throw in here, he is from Earth as well, but he has a space suit. He is Earthworm Jim. One of the coolest figures I got this year. I really still love this figure. I kind of wish that the quality of this guy was attached to this guy. I kind of wish he had the same kind of quality when it comes to like the loose limbs and for like the things break. I guess technically this guy did have something break off his bum too, but it wasn't as big of a deal because I got him for sale. I got him from AliExpress. And not a big deal. I do like both of these figures. I think they look awesome. And you know what? That is actually gonna do it for this comparison. That is gonna do it for this whole episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like and subscribe if you did. And as always, I am Country Boy and I put the sass in Sarsaparilla. But as always, be sure to let me know what you figure. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this episode, and if you are, please hit that like.